Hey guys, it's SF and welcome to Random Talk Sundays, and this time it is going to be Mr. Melonhead, and I am going to bring my alt in because he has all my orbs, or it has all my orbs. So going from some local play, I think it's my first time farming in my NA account. It's been a long time since I farmed in NA in general. Like I tried. Well, I did do Mist, which didn't require a lot because I already saved up a lot of Dream Orbs and stuff like that. Dream Shards. When was the last time I really farmed? I don't really remember. I didn't farm the last series. I didn't farm Daigoku. I did a stream on Daigoku. Yeah, that's the only time that I really like marathon something in NA. But since the Summer Hatchers here, or the Summer Event Series is here, then why not? And they're only here for a limited time. And I didn't max select them in my JP account. That's another reason why I don't really max select a lot in NA, is because I already done it in JP. And it gets kind of monotonous when you do the same dungeon over and over again. So it's a nice change. It is a nice change. Oh, I missed my gauge. That's fine. But seriously, this week doesn't have a lot. Of course, the Summer Hatcher, the Summer Event Series is here. And I did get Marguerite. Which was really nice. I don't know what shit I talk about. There is stuff that I can talk about, I guess. Well, the fan meetup has happened. When you watch this video, this is a Friday, since Melonhead is up on Friday, and there is another one in San Diego that's happening on Friday. But basically, well, there's a lot of stuff. They got a lot of swag, from what I've seen. Some of my friends actually went. Like, they got like stickers, swag, like Oregon stuff, and then like, I don't think they got posters, but they did get a free 5-star monster. And one of my friends pulled a Lucifer Alpha before this Hydra even came, so that was awesome of him. And then he actually rolled a, what did he roll? I think he rolled Marguerite. No, did he roll? Yeah, he rolled Marguerite in the guaranteed. So now he is waiting for No Alpha to complete the collection, and he's going to San Diego as well. So maybe he will get it. But nothing really like in terms of top secret news, I guess. But like, they did do the area quest thing. So for people who don't know what the area quest is, it's on the top right corner of the event screen. I know I've seen a lot of people that actually ask questions on what it actually is, but I think it was basically trying to test out the function itself. And did I talk about this last week? I don't really remember. But what the actual quests were, I guess, from the meetup was tower stages. It was just tower stages, and it was only floor 30th and then floor 35 of the tower. But of course, you can only do it when you're actually at the meetup, because it's because the area quest depends on your on your position, your GPS position. So that's why it was only there. And you don't even get anything, so it doesn't really matter. It's just there to have some fun at the meetup. I wish I was there. Because there was I don't know if I should actually talk about this, but there was another secret character in that pool of 5 stars, and I'm pretty sure I haven't seen anything about it on like Reddit and like other places, so I'm pretty sure nobody knows about it. But there is a special 5-star monster that is limited. It's the first time I've ever seen it. When I saw it the first time, of course, during the LA meetup back in like Monday or something, back on Sunday or Saturday. It was the first time I've seen it, and so I guess it was an NA exclusive. I don't even know if it's actually going to be out in the game because I don't know any information about that monster in terms of release and why it was made. Maybe it was made for the meetup itself, but the name's called Draken. Draken is a nice pinch, but in all, it's just that it's not a really powerful monster. I'm gonna say this truthfully, it's not a really good monster. It's just kind of like you want it because nobody else has it. And basically his abilities, he is a water monster. He is a 5-6 star monster, and he is a no gravity barrier monster. So his ability is no gravity barrier. So another water no gravity barrier monster. Yay! Izanami, all that stuff, all that neat stuff. And then his strike shot is the same as Roy's, where with all the bullets that comes out and stuff like that. And then his pump combo is a vertical laser L. So like I said, not really that strong, and I might actually die in this if I don't clear off the mech. Maybe I will be able to. I should be able to, as long as the rebound doesn't do anything suspicious. Hoo. That was a little close. There we go. That was a little close, but like I said, water, no gravity barrier, yay for Izanami and stuff like that. Stats are, I don't know the actual stats. I just saw the level 1 version. They only showed the level 1 version. But like I said, it's nothing really great, but it's just that nobody else can have it right now. That people want it, I guess. So like I said, I don't even know if it's actually going to be out in the game anytime soon, or they're gonna make it. I doubt it's gonna be like hatcher worthy. Maybe like some kind of event type of thing. But my friends keep on saying it looks like some Street Fighter character, but I don't think there's a Street Fighter character that has a name called Draken. I might be wrong, I don't play Street Fighter that much, but yeah. Like I said, it's not that strong anyways. But it is limited, so hopefully nobody got it in LA from what I've seen, from what I've heard. So maybe in San Diego, somebody would have it. But of course this video comes out on Sunday, right? Which is going to be after the San Diego meetup. Which somebody might be able to get. And I missed my gauge again. Perfect. And this might be a little sketchy. Actually, 30k is not that bad in terms of HP. And there's a guide for no reason. Okay. Oh, that ability lock. But I hope I get to meet up with people someday. Hopefully I'll be in Japan by September for the festival, for the X Flag festival that's happening in the end of September. And that's just a hope. That's a major hope. But what I really want to do, I guess like September, I should be okay in terms of time. But hopefully I get invited. If not, then I'll be a sad panda. And I'm going to strike shot here. And that pinch though. And strike shot, and that's relatively easy. I hope. Come on, give me some few more knockups. There we go. There we go. I didn't roll on my ult yet in terms of the hatcher. I don't think I will. I usually don't roll on my hatcher. I roll on my ult because my ult doesn't. My ult's there for the orbs, not for the monsters. And 3 drops. 3 drops. But it's really funny. Part of the September festival thing, there is an actual Monster Strike tournament, and I've been reading tweets that even people that like anyone can get in, like not anyone can get in, anyone can participate if they get chosen, of course, and that includes like people that actually, what you call it, that actually helps with the event. Like usually when you're doing like a giant tournament with like a lot of with money involved and stuff like that, usually people that don't work on the help with the actual tournament get to go in, but somehow one person actually got in, like officially. He didn't like sneak in or anything, he actually like applied and then all that stuff. So really funny. But it really depends if he actually gets to the finals and stuff like that, because he only got through the preliminary, not even the preliminary, he got through the lottery to actually participate, because there's only a specific amount of slots for teams. There's only like 160 teams or something per region, and then the top 2 or 3, depending on the region, gets to move on to the finals or the playoffs. And they're doing it right now, and I haven't really looked at the tournament that much, but just like last year, there's going to be a prize for people that predicted the first place winner, which is going to be 50 orbs, so I haven't seen any of the groups that actually went out of the regional so far, and there's still like good 2 months, so there's still like 2 or at least 3 or 4 more regionals to actually to go through. So predictions, probably I'll do it again in terms of predictions again, but it really depends on time. I've been playing a lot of other games. I started, of course, Pokemon Go and stuff like that has came. I've started playing a little bit. I'm not like really hardcore into it yet. Like I just go for like a walk for like half an hour a day, and then that's pretty much it for me. Like I'm still level 8. So that explains a lot how much I've been playing. But recently, well, since Pokemon Go has came to Japan, it has taken the #1 spot for the top apps in JP. So that's pretty much a sign that Pokemon Go is #1 worldwide in terms of top grossing apps. So beats out Monster Strike. Monster Strike was the previous #1, and Pokemon Go just basically wrecks it. And of course Pokemon Go is #1 in all the other app stores like the US and stuff like that. So they're making a lot of money, and probably be staying out there for a while now. It really depends on how they schedule their stuff, because of course people have heard about legendaries and then gyms getting, depending on which team you are. I am Team Instinct. I know a lot of people are like either Valor or I forgot the other one, the blue team. I forgot who's the blue team, but whatever, the blue team. Because I think yellow is the least amount of people in terms of population on their team, and even near me there's like 3 gyms near me, and then most of it's either blue or red. So that's kind of sad, but I can't really do much because I don't really have good Pokemon to actually fight. Like my highest CP is like 500, which is really bad. No. Okay. You technically want 3 Minesweeper / flight NGBs, but I kind of want the suitor for the last bar just so that I can have an easier time there. If they alternated, that would be a lot easier, but since they're both on max lux, it's not that easy. Oh, come on! Come on! Well, I'm gonna clear it anyways, but still. That's a little sketchy, but I should be able to survive it. Oh, that gold heart though. Thank you. Is it the last stage? I mean, second last stage? No, it shouldn't be. Should be the second stage. There it is. I really don't get the hitbox on this guy, man. Like, the top of him is like really... There's like nothing on top of his head. There's like no hitbox there. So like, even like this, I can probably go to the left side. See? I'm like... I don't get it. It's so hard. Like, usually hitboxes are circles, but this one looks like a really flat rectangle. But I digress. But how does that affect Monster Strike? I don't think it really... I don't think Mixie will actually care, in my opinion. Like... I don't think they're really panicky. I guess... I'm pretty sure they're fine with being number 2. Because I don't think you can out-duo Pokemon Go, in my opinion. I think it's like kind of impossible to out-duo Pokemon Go in terms of getting people to spend money. Like, no matter what you do, the actual core gameplay is so outmatched that no matter what you do, it's kind of impossible. Like, the only way Pokemon Go kind of dies off is if people actually get killed. Actually, like, playing Pokemon Go while playing Pokemon Go. So, actually, people, I'm pretty sure there's like news about it. Sorry for those people, but I'm pretty sure there's people that actually get injured or killed by playing Pokemon Go. But even that hasn't stopped the game yet. So there's that. Okay. Spirits. A little bit too much on the angle, but okay. Like I said, I just need to weaken. He has 4 million HP. That's a lot. But I just want to weaken low enough so that Saturn and the Surters can finish off with strike shots. There we go. There we go with the stage clear. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see the drops. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Thank you very much. 4 is not bad. I did die a few times when I was running. This is the last hour of the 3 hour, and I did farm 2 hours, and I died like 2 times, I think. That was just me being stupid most of the time. I'm not really sure. Not really sure. Some of the pinches are pretty much impossible, in my opinion, especially when it comes to the guys with the forks and knives. Like, their hitbox basically covers the whole like space, so it's kind of impossible to actually get to it. So pinches are pretty much impossible. That's why, like, I guess the Pierce Monster is not bad either way. Like a Shiro or a Hera are not that bad. Although pinching is a lot easier for some people. So you can go like this, but like even like the first stage after the second monster, it's like impossible to get to the top set. So it really depends on how you want to do it. Of course, if I'm practiced enough, I would be able to just bounce off the wall and then pinch it that way. But like I said, like it's really small in terms of space when it comes to the guy with the forks and knives. That's kind of impossible, in my opinion. Oh, I got it there. Barely. But the damage walls won't kill you unless you really have low HP when you're actually getting into those damage walls. But I started watching Naruto. I started watching Naruto again. There is a new Naruto game out on JP. It's not great. I'm pretty sure people will hate it. But I just started playing for no apparent reason. And then I started watching the anime again. I guess because I just watched Boruto. I just watched Boruto and the feels were like just too good, and I was just like, yo, I gotta rewatch the anime. I don't really read the manga, but I kind of know what I know what happens in the manga and stuff like that. I read like summaries and stuff like that. I'm not a great manga like reader. I don't read a lot of manga or watch a lot of anime in general. I don't know, it's just really time consuming. When you're like it's fine when you're watching an anime from like when it starts releasing like throughout, but when you start hitting those animes with like super long like that has been out for like years and years, like One Piece and like Detective Conan and like even JoJo, it's like it loses my motivation. It loses my motivation. So that's why I haven't even watched One Piece, I haven't watched Bleach, like those, and Detective Conan as well. Like those three, like they have like what 700, well Bleach probably doesn't have 700 episodes, but like Conan and One Piece has like 700 episodes, and I don't want to watch all that. I really don't want to. I'm pretty sure like you guys can just say like just watch this arc, and this arc, and then you should basically know everything. But you know, I don't have that time, and I usually watch other videos as well. I don't watch anime in general in terms of my video selection. That being said, I don't really watch other people's Monster Strike videos. I usually don't. Sometimes if it's for entertainment, like there are some channels that have like for like entertaining properties, like the official JP one is pretty much like kind of like for entertainment. Ouch. But like for people that like walkthrough ones, like dungeon clears, stuff like that, I usually don't. Just because, not because I hate them or anything, and it's not because like competition and stuff like that. It's just that I don't want to get it kind of, I don't want to like actually like, did I die? Oh my god, the mines killed me. Okay, continue. So that's when like alternating searches is really good. But anyways, more like I don't want to like kind of copy, I guess, because it kind of sticks into you like what other people do. Like let's say for Eden, like people like pretty sure people know like the game with site, and then they have their own channel, and then they actually clear Eden with like Lucy, Gabrielle, Loki, and Skyomi. And I don't really want to take that party because, you know, I don't want to like plagiarize, although it's not like completely illegal to do that, but you know, it's not that original in my sense, like from my standpoint, if I just take somebody's others parties and stuff like that. I usually like to make my own strategies and see how I do it, because that party, like for example that party for Eden, is really brute force. It's really brute force, and I don't really like that brute force type of style. It works, hey, it works, it's a clear, then hooray for you guys, hooray for them as well, because they actually cleared it and I didn't. But it's just the way, it's not really to my style. And either way, and here comes the mobs. Like, see, I get like knocked out for some reason with that dude. And last one for Surtur to finish. I just gotta pinch and finish. I don't really care much about health going into the last stage, because just 3 strike shots and that should be it. I probably might not even strike shot. Let's see if I can get a good pinch here. Nope, I couldn't. Nope, I couldn't. The homing overs do hurt. Gonna strike shot like that. And I didn't get the pinch either. Urge. Okay. And I do have a heart, so I should be fine, but I want to actually clear this with Agnamut so I can get the speed clear. Come on, come on, come on. Couple more, couple more. One more. There we go. What? Oh my god, the lag. And I didn't even get the heart, what the hell? Oh my god. That's co-op. That's co-op. There we go. And a 3.5 million pinch. Just for the salt. And it's really weird because Melonhead says you should add more salt. Are you really salty? Or do you want more salt? Because I want to throw some salt right now after this run. Like, holy crap. Holy crap. Missed speed clear and missed the no continue, and I still got 3 drops. And that's RNG. That is RNG. But in terms of next week, in terms of videos, like right now, I'm pretty sure you monster of the week, I'm doing all 3 Hatcher monsters. Doing all 3 Hatcher monsters, and that is going to be fun, I guess. That's going to be entertaining, hopefully, or at least informative. Impossible, I might do Avalon because she's back. Impossible Mondays or Bakusetsu Mondays, like she's back tomorrow in JPA. That's when I'm recording, and that will be. I haven't played Avalon for a long time, and there's some new monsters out there like Noah. There are some no warps, and we can try to see how well they work on Avalon. Like, this angle is so hard. And these mobs are random, I think. No, first stage is not random. Some of the other stages are random, I think. And I haven't practiced enough to actually get that pinch. What other water monsters out there? Oh yeah, Ultra 7. Ultra 7's out, which is really good for Avalon as well. Good for the mob clear, so I might do Ultra 7 for Avalon. But speaking of Ultraman, I'm so lazy with Zetone. Zetone farming, like holy crap, only like at 50-ish. And I should have been done by like 3 days ago if I actually tried farming. I've been so lazy. And now I have this, so I have to farm Summerstruck. So that's taking some time. Like, I really don't. It is my kind of pet peeve, but it's not my pet peeve. It's just like I can't farm for 6 hours straight. And the NA schedule, watermelons up today, and then tomorrow is right after Melonhead is going to be NDWs. And I don't have that attention span to actually farm for 6 hours. Well, of course, if I watch a movie while I'm actually farming, then it's not bad. But it's not as bad. But still, 6 hours. I don't have that attention span. And you'll see me do a lot of mistakes. That's why I'm doing random talking for Melonhead, because it's before the NDWs, before I start losing my mind and just shoot into a damage wall for no apparent reason. Although NDWs don't have damage walls. You'll probably see me shoot like somewhere towards like nowhere and not do anything. Okay. But after I finish Zeton, then I'll be done Ultraman collaboration. So, and that should be, and I'll be good until next month, because after Ultraman is probably Legend series, and then after Legend series, and then it's gonna be something new, probably. There we go. And more turtles. More turtles. And it's only been half an hour. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, I finally hit 100 max lux. I think I talked about it last week, but I didn't put up the video. So 100 max lux. So I kind of lost my motivation to max luck. But I am saving orbs. I do have a lot of orbs. I don't know what I'm going to do with those orbs though, because I might just farm whenever a new series is up. I won't farm like the old ones that I started.
This needs more salt.
So I'll be saving those orbs for some time in the near future. Oh, I should clear off the mine drone, or else I'm gonna get pummeled by mines with my searchers. These guys actually have a lot of HP. Next is searcher. I'm just gonna go up and down. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. Okay. And boom. Boom, boom, boom. I really want Eden to come back, because I really want to actually clear it. Like, Eden's really, really strong in my opinion. And basically, bye-bye Udi. Basically makes Udi really obsolete. And you're just waiting for Udi to actually get a Transcension to actually make her actually relevant. But speaking of Transcensions, Ra, some of her stats have been revealed. Not all of it. But what it is bounce. Oh yeah, there's a Audio X. Thank God. Thank God. But bounce monster, no gravity barrier for no gravity barrier and Fiend Slayer for the base ability, and then the gauge shot will be a water slayer. And really, people are kind of a hit or miss on it. And then strike shot is the same as before, and then bump combo is the homing pierce destruction 8, which hasn't changed from her whichever form that has it. I think both have it. I don't even, actually I think the evolution has it or something like that. I really don't remember. I don't have Raw, so that's why I don't remember. And then the other bomb combo is Giga Blast, which is kind of like the combination of the two, evolution and the ascension. But the only difference is that they add in the water slayer for the gauge ability. Other than that, it's just a combination from the evolution and the ascension. Okay, try number 2 for the pinch. Not bad. I did clear off the homing absorber, which is good. And I'm just gonna do it. I'm too lazy to actually aim. Probably if I go left and right off the weak spot, I would do more damage. But either way, I'll probably use the other 2 to finish it off.
Prepare to taste justice.
Oh, one more. What's worse is that you can actually horizontal on top of Melonhead and not hit anything. Okay, another run down. I wonder how much I can get off this run. I wonder. And fireworks. But like I said, people are kind of hit or miss. Like, of course she's really good. She's really strong. And she's at least an 8.5. But of course, with everybody loving that Ra is really strong, people hate it for not being strong as an OP strong. And of course, one of it's due to the actual contradiction to the Water Slayer. So I'm gonna try to be in those people's minds and say why Water Slayer and not like a Dark Slayer or something else like a null ability. So let's see, where should I start? So people are kind of comparing to Gabrielle with the actual like non coinciding or like non like logical Slayer. So like why Gabrielle has a light Dark Slayer instead of a Water Slayer, I guess, in Gabrielle's position. So, and I'm not talking because like Gabrielle's is an exclusive and Ra is not. Like, that's not the difference in why they actually made that well, not actually why they made that decision, but why it doesn't really matter. But like, but people hate Ra because the Water Slayer is not that important, because Ra is not strong enough in water dungeons like in other wood dungeons. So for example, if you compare it to like, let's say, an Apollo X, so what Apollo X has, of course, the elemental advantage. So she takes in less damage. And Ra and Apollo X also has the same ability set in terms of no gravity barrier. Of course, Ra has the Fiend Slayer, but it's not that much. But she takes in less damage, which Apollo X has one up on Ra, because Ra is a light monster and not a wood monster. So Ra takes in more damage than Apollo X. So that's another. So that's why Apollo X is a little better. And of course, part of that elemental advantage is that Apollo X deals more damage in water dungeons. And but Ra with the Slayer has a 1.5 multiplier on her normal attacks, and not her bump combos though, which Apollo X also has a 1-up on, because her laser's a wood type and Ra's doesn't have. It's a light homing, for pretty much 199% sure that it's a light homing instead of a water homing. No, wood homing. So that's another reason why. But the difference is, so here's the difference between Ra and Gabrielle in terms of those mix match, because Gabrielle's other stuff, so bump combo or strike shot, can outclass those other monsters that have the Slayer. So for instance, if you compare it to the strongest light Slayer in the game, I would guess, what is the strongest light Slayer? Probably like I Mekamori, or even like put in Tempest for some random reason. But like even like non-light Slayer monsters, like the best light monster out there is Arthur, Ascended Arthur, and Gabrielle. And the main difference is, of course, Arthur has the better null abilities because he can null both null gravity barrier and null damage wall. But the thing is that when you compare it to like when you do like the Apollo X raw comparison, but when you and to the Arthur Gabrielle comparison is that Gabrielle's bump combos and strike shots can hold their own against Arthur bump combo and strike shot. That's just a fact. Like when you compare it to Raw and Apollo X, Raw is heavily underwhelming against Apollo X's pump combo on to the water dungeons, whereas Arthur, and if you put Arthur and Gabrielle into a dark dungeon, and I should sweep out the mines. But when you put like Gabrielle and Arthur into a dark dungeon, Gabrielle can do at least as much as Arthur, depending. Well, of course, there's like skill involved in that, but that's why Gabrielle's really strong, whereas Raw is really iffy with her Slayers because of the Slayers. But otherwise, like either way, like Raw is good in terms of balance, like in terms of overall game balance. Like she's supposed to be at that level of power. Like I wouldn't put her any more higher because that's kind of breaks the game balance, in that she is still a normal hatcher monster. She's not an exclusive. She's not like a limited monster like some of the other monsters. And those monsters should be a little bit under those relatively more exclusive ones. So like I said, around 8.5 or maybe a 9 depending if there's more dungeons for out in the future. But right now, Raw is there, in my opinion. Like you can use her in water dungeons if you don't have anything better. And I guess she's really good for clearing. Like she can be your second Ibaraki Doji monster for like Yamato Takeru farming, which is good. Like you can probably bring it to Izanami as well, and then her homing can actually do a lot as well in terms of clearing the zombie loops, which is actually good and works well with like I don't know, with Susano in terms of lasers and water monsters and stuff like that. I do hope her stats are a little bit higher than normal. Like I guess Aladdin-esque, like Aladdin level of stats. That would be really good. But she's probably not a blast type. Just to keep in line with the Ascension and the Evolution form. So her homing is a little bit weaker than the likes of Low Lady or Shumpool, Ascended Shumpool. But the homing pretty much stays the same. Whew. But I did post this on Facebook one time a few days ago, and there's an actual prophet, I guess, quote unquote prophet, but he actually predicted, or she, we don't know, but like predicted upcoming Transcensions, and the prediction actually got the 3 Transcensions in June all correct, and is verified because he posted it before they actually announced the actual Ascensions. And this person also predicted Raw to be coming up in July. So basically he is 4 for 4 right now, which is really crazy if you think about it, because there's so many monsters that can get Transcensions. Because like people have been asking for Zeus, people have been asking for Teeny, Margaret, what else is there? Hercules, Sizel, like there's still a ton of monsters that are left to be transcended, and he went 4 out of 4, which is really awesome. And then there is And he also predicted one more for July, and that is Sakamoto Ryoma. And people are having doubts because, of course, it's getting near the end of July, and Raw is coming up next week, which kind of ends off July, in my opinion, after the Ultraman collaboration, or alongside with Ultraman collaboration. And next is Gangnam X, so Strike Shot. But of course, people are having doubts because he might be wrong, because Roma is nowhere to be rumored, seen, or anywhere in terms of upcoming Transcensions from the official news. And people are having theories, are creating theories about it. And one theory, I'm pretty sure people, when you watch this, the theory will be either be held true or be false, or proven false. Is in the anime, that's Homura Ren's main monster, Sakamoto Ryoma, and this week's anime episode is the last of a countdown. And if you've seen the anime, you see at the end of the episode there is a countdown, and this week is going to be the countdown, end of the countdown. We don't know what that countdown actually means. It could be just be like the end of the first end of this season. It could be something else. It could be about the summer what they call OAVs that's coming out next week on the 30th. Or it could be something else, and people are having theories that countdown is for Roma's Transcension. Like I said, I could be wrong, because you'll be seeing this after the first showing of the after the countdown ending episode. But of course, spoiler alert. Also spoiler alert, because if you haven't seen the anime, or want to see the anime, then I have to sell. I have to sell all these pluses. I'll probably sell like the HP and speed pluses. And probably sell these turtles. I still have a good 2 runs in me. But, spoiler alert, if you want to actually not hear about it, you can mute it. But, next episode is about Then and the guys are actually facing off Lucy, and it is like the final showdown, quote unquote. And people are talking about how Roma's gonna get his ass beaten, and then he's gonna have some like crazy Transcension, and then come back like super powerful and beat up Lucy for the ending episode. Well, I guess it's not really much a spoiler, but whatever. If you haven't seen the anime, but like if you haven't seen like all the anime episodes, then by all means mute it or whatever. But like, they finally face off against what's this guy's name? I forgot this guy's name. Homeland KKK. His dad's name is K, Mr. K or something. I forgot his name. God dang it. But whatever. But like I said, Roma and Lucy face off one-on-one, because Lucy basically wrecked all the other monsters like the Sakura, Dead Rabbits, Napoleon, and Kamui. And so it's a one-on-one against that guy with the Lucy and Ren with the Roma. And the theory is that Roma's gonna get his ass kicked by Lucy in his ascended form, and then Roma gets like super OP with his in a new form, which could only mean a transcendent form. So that's what the countdown is, and that's why it's still in July. Because it's coming out tomorrow in Saturday, in terms of Saturday, where I'm recording this. And let's finish off this mine. So maybe there's still a lot of time basically, for them to actually announce Roma Transcension. So I wouldn't like 100% doubt it, but of course, it is a prediction. It can always be wrong and stuff like that. And probably after this one, the one after this, then it should be the end of the video. Because I do want to get ready for NDWs. Use up all my Melonheads and then get ready for NDWs. But like I said, I'm like, my brain is fried right now already. That being said, my brain's always fried when I do these random talks because I actually have to think about stuff to talk about. Whereas when I actually normal farm, I just watch random movies or videos and enjoy it that way and not really think about anything. Okay. But actually, when I was thinking about Raw's Transcendent thing, I was like thinking, what could they do differently? And what could make it a little bit, like, for me, I really like mechanics in terms of the game, and then rewarding for the people that actually take time to learn the mechanics. So like monsters like Valkyrie, although like her strike shot and bomb combo are really hard to actually do, it is really rewarding when you actually make it work. So like getting multiple people into the before hitting the enemy, getting those bump combos off, those really hard bump combos off. So I like monsters like that, and I was thinking, how can I make Raw kind of like that, and as well as kind of destroy, like kind of make it so that people will really appreciate her more, and not because of the Water Slayer and stuff like that. So here's my thing. It does require a new mechanic, so they have to actually, if they actually do it or whatever, I probably they won't, but like it's just something really crazy that I actually thought of. Is called a half gauge, and pretty much the name says it. Half gauge is actually purposely missing the full gauge shot, and I'll show something in terms of a half gauge ability. So what I'm gonna actually do is, of course, I'm just gonna show you like right here, like Ogden X. You see there's little sections, right? And I was thinking, why not have an ability for one of the sections that's not the last one? And so if you do the gauge shot ability, you get the Water Slayer, but if you get the half gauge ability, you get a different ability, and so that you can actually pick and choose. And if they really want it, they can make, I was thinking the second last one with the 1.1 damage multiplier thing. I was thinking the second last one, and then you have a specific spot for between the last one, the very last one, and the second last one, and probably make that black bar a little bit bigger, and then like kind of shift it to the left a little bit in terms of the other two bars. And then if you hit that gauge, you get both abilities. And I think that's really cool, in my opinion. And you get both abilities. So, and what that other half gauge ability for me in mind for Raw is element change. And of course, it kind of says for the name itself, is an ability that changes your actual elements of Raw. And how it changes is the first ally or enemy you actually hit. So let's say for now, like right now, let's say Surtur is Raw right now. And let's say if I hit Melonhead, I'll become a dark monster for the next shot. I'm gonna actually pull because it's almost time. Time's almost up for that shot. But if I hit Melonhead, I'll become a dark monster for Raw. And then if I hit like my allies, like for these guys, if it hits Surtur, then he becomes a she becomes a fire monster, and I think that's really cool. And then what accompanies that that elemental change is the homings. Her homings actually becomes the element of her current element. So if she becomes a fire monster, then the homings will be fire instead of light. If it's a dark monster, then it becomes a dark or light. It becomes a fire instead of light. And you get one full shot. So it lasts for a whole round, and then it changes back to light, or changes to the next element you actually hit after the next shot that you take. So you get a full round of, like, let's say you turn into a fire monster, you get a full round of fire homings. And I was thinking like the strike shot, which is the flame thing, actually gets an element as well, and then that will be really cool as well. I think that would be really mechanically sound and a little bit different, which makes it a little bit more enjoyable. Of course, like, even with that, it's not she won't become really OP either, because there is like faults in her strike shot not being powerful enough, her bump combos not being powerful enough, but it does require you to actually I'll go up and down for this, to actually change the element on the fly, and then hit really random shots if you want an actual element. So let's say you want to do Yamato Takeru with because she does have a Water Slayer. Sorry. And basically you have to keep on changing your element to water, or else it won't be as effective as just bringing her light version. So you have to decide when you want to actually hit a monster, and then if you actually hit like the monster first, it will turn into a water monster, and then that, of course, it's not as bad, but like, you know, like that. I'll probably do one. Actually, should I end it off here? I guess I'll end it off here. It's like there's like 8 minutes left for Melonhead, and I do want to get ready for NDWs, like selling and fusing, stuff like that. Let's see how much I actually got in terms of Melonheads for 3 hours. Usually when I solo, it is around, like at this pace, it's probably like around 60 Melonheads. I don't know about this though. Let's see. Let's go from the bottom. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 61. And I do want to save a few for Marguerite Alpha. I forgot how much she needs for Melonhead. Melonhead, she needs 2. So I'm just gonna fuse 59 and leave 2 there. But Melonhead is not a bad monster in any means. It's just not as strong. I guess his strike shot is really iffy. Strike shot is really iffy. But 59 is not bad, and I'll probably be done in the next session. But I'll probably be streaming in that session, and you probably have seen the stream if you, because this is going to be up on Sunday, and the stream is going to be on Saturday. And 51. And Marguerite Alpha is going to be on Monday in terms of monster of the week, so she's last. There you go. And 59. And 40 more to go, and then that should be the end of Watermelon Head. I do recommend the Ascension for her. I don't know about the NDWs. I might save some for the NDWs for as well in terms of if I want to ascend them. But that's pretty much it for me. I hope you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.